Hey, so I did a bunch of filming today with the idea of putting together a nice long video with a bunch of interesting footage. Did a bunch of driving, shot some long time lapses, did some scouting for a few photo shoots I have coming up, so a bunch of footage from the locations. And then I got home and something popped up on Facebook that really ticked me off, and I want to have a little chat with. Sorry about the shaking there. And for once, it wasn't political. I noticed this first a couple years ago, happened once, and happened again today. I'm sure it's happened several times since that point, but I only noticed it this time. So, last week, one of my neighbors was having a tree cut down. It was the large tree had died over his house, and so I'm sitting on my couch and I look out the window and I see arborists, and they're climbing the tree, cutting branches off, and it's a big tree. It's kind of interesting looking. And I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to go out there and film. Maybe if I had a drone, do some like fly around shots, or just get some shots as guys are working. But I didn't want to go walk up while they're in the middle of stuff because it's kind of a dangerous job. They got chainsaws. I'd rather talk to them ahead of time, maybe schedule something. So I wrote down a little note in my notes app on my phone of shoot ideas, which I got running ideas going, and basically was contact a local arborist and see if there's a possibility of coming out when they're working on a site and doing a little bit of filming. And maybe the homeowner would like to have some footage. It'd be kind of neat thing to have. So I hop on Facebook today, and what's the very first ad on my page? An ad for a local arborist. Now, I have never done a Google search for this. Probably never actually typed the word out arborist before, or even said it until today, numerous times. The only time I've ever thought or written about that was when I put that in the notes section of my phone. Somehow, Facebook got that in their massive data mining and put it in my feed, which means either Apple is selling that information or Facebook has hacked my phone somehow, because there's no settings anywhere that I can find that's giving them access to my notes. Now, this, as I said, this isn't the only time this happened. Several years ago, quick little backup. So I put this on Facebook a little while ago, a little rant. Hopefully Facebook notices. And one of my friends chimed in and said maybe it was the Messenger app. Because I think she's noticed it happening on her feed since she installed the Messenger app a couple years ago. Well, I have the Messenger app. Facebook kind of forced you to have the damn thing if you want to use it. But I've had this happen before that. About 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and we were at that point I was really into home construction. So I was checking out different ideas to build, different properties, different styles of construction, looking at, everything from dome homes to shipping container houses. I'm just into architecture in general. And a friend of mine had brought up this company, Blue Homes. And they do kind of like a high-end prefab homes, almost like the single wide houses. But they're done really nice with really good materials, solar options, and pretty neat. So he's so much to check it out. Now, I never heard of this company before. Never did a search on prefabs before. But I wrote down in my notes, Blue Homes, BLU space HOMES. Next day, top ad my feed, Blue Homes. There is absolutely no way in hell that Facebook could come up with that through some sort of search history that they should throw Blue Homes up on my feed for marketing purposes, unless they had access to my notes. That's the only thing I can figure. That, or maybe like if over conversation, if the mic is live on my phone and they're hacking that. But that wouldn't explain why me looking out my window at an arborist going, that might be kind of a cool idea to shoot, typing my phone, suddenly I'm getting ads for local arborists. I don't own my property. I have never needed somebody to come up and do work for as a tree service person. And if I did have the need for that here, that's my landlord's job. So why is that showing up in my feed? I did a Google search on this, looked on YouTube, see if I find any videos, and I can't find any references to this anywhere. I don't know if that means that Google and Apple and Facebook and those are bastards are just tamping us down, or maybe this is complete bullshit and random coincidence. Although a bunch of my friends have chimed in and say that they've had the same thing happen to them. But this feels pretty fucked up. That things I write in my notes page are showing up in the data mining operations. Why is that possibly? Why is that possibly Facebook's business? What's in there? One of my friends had made some crack about what things he types in his notes page, and nothing I have in there is salacious or anything. But I've put in credit card numbers in there before. Not obviously now. I've had work information, some proprietary stuff. If I and somehow this is showing up on search feeds. If anyone has any thoughts on this, or if they have an experience, or if they know some setting I'm missing, please chime in, because I'd like to get this fixed. It's kind of fucked up. I use Facebook. It's a handy tool to keep in touch with friends I don't see very often. And I don't want to walk away from it, because it's handy, but the idea that I am just giving people complete access to everything on my fucking phone is ridiculous. All right, rant over for the day. Tomorrow I'll have a bunch of cool footage to post, and maybe some more news. So, because my package is shipped. All right, catch y'all later. Hope you're having a great day.